I grew up thinking that the ultimate test in finding a life partner was someone who could love you in spite of your quirks. It wasn't until I started dating you that I realized I had it wrong. You find someone who will love you for them. It's hard to hide behind false pretenses when you're with someone you have known since you were 4. Whether it be an uncoordinated performance in a sports game of any kind, embarrassing middle school outfits, or cringeworthy art projects, you knew me at my weirdest. And I am forever grateful for that. When we met up in Navy Yard for a drink at Dacha all those years later, the predominant feeling that I had wasn't one of nerves or first date jitters. It was that feeling that you get when you return home after a long trip. A stillness that reminds you to let your guard down. And that is how I have felt next to you every day since.
McKenzie and Dillon have known each other almost their entire lives. They met at 4 years old when they both attended country day school. They continued together at Little Langley through 6th grade, where McKenzie admits to actually having had a crush on Dillon in the 1st grade. And while Dillon was in love with the athletic girls, he did remember the blonde girl with the bows in her hair.
She was shy, reserved, usually seen away from the chaos. And while the rest of us were bumbling around trying to figure out our right shoe from our left, McKenzie, I think, came into this world knowing exactly who she was and what she wanted. If you had asked Dillon what he thought about McKenzie at the time, I think he would have said something along the lines of, she's cool, or, she's not annoying, which is high praise from somebody whose life at the time was completely centered around Pokemon and finding cheat codes to the Legends of Zelda.
I was always a bit nervous about the type of guy McKenzie would bring into our family. However, after our first family dinner together, all of my fears quickly subsided. Dillon, you didn't just fit in seamlessly. He somehow managed to surpass both McKenzie and I as my dad's favorite child.
I've had the opportunity to watch their relationship grow. And I watched his after dinner one night with the two of them, and Tom and Sherry at our dining room table. As we finished our wine and talked, they held hands under the table. I don't think they consciously realized they were doing it, but I know they didn't realize anybody noticed. And I smiled to myself as McKenzie looked at Dillon and said she could not imagine her life without him in it.
You are amazing.
No.
I love you so much. Yeah.
Some may say that it was fate or destiny that brought them back together after all these years, that the stars aligned.
Yeah, what do you think of the dress?
I love the dress.
I can't really speak one way or another on that. I don't know, but then again, here they are today.
The memories that stood out the most to me were the routine things. The foundation of the life that you and I, together, have built over the last few years. It's not like we haven't experienced our fair share of exciting vacations and fun date nights at fancy restaurants. So why were the mundane things the memories that stood out the most? You always make fun of me for not keeping a calendar and waking up each day without a clue of what's on our agenda. But the truth of it is, I don't care what that day has in store for us. As long as I get to spend it with you, I know we'll be creating happy memories. It's how I know I found my person, my partner in really, really boring crime.
In an effort to make me happy, you've adopted my passions as your own. You've traded tequila sodas for fine wine, gone from working out once a quarter to never missing a day on the Peloton, and most impressively, you were in the top 5% of Taylor Swift listeners last year. Your kind-heartedness and loyalty know no bounds, and you intentionally do something every day to make me smile.
So why is today the best day of my life? It's because today marks the day that I get to spend the rest of my life making the ordinary extraordinary with you.
From the flowers
to the food, to this amazing decor. Every single detail is true perfection. I cannot think of a more magical place or a venue to celebrate my favorite couple, McKenzie and Dillon.
A wedding is about the people in the room. Our children were raised with the love of friends and family. All of you played a very important role in their lives, and we appreciate you being here.
Everybody can take their glass and join us in a toast to Dillon and McKenzie.
For the first time as husband and wife, Dr. McKenzie and her husband, Dillon!
I don't think I could have imagined a more perfect evening if I tried. Everything was beyond my wildest dreams. It means the world to share our love with all of you.
I'm truly so grateful that my best friend has found her best friend.
They push each other to be the best version of themselves. And that's the point of marriage, to find someone that inspires you to be your best. Kenzie, Dillon, I hope you continue to push each other each and every day you are together. And I know with each other by your side, you both can accomplish anything. Cheers.
What matters the most now is that I have never seen Dillon love anything or anyone the way that he loves you. I've never seen him as happy as he has been every day since the day that you reconnected. I can't wait to see what you do with your beautiful, meticulously well-planned life together. I love you both so, so much.
And finally, I promise to love you and Bree unconditionally, to give you my full heart, and to support you through life as you have supported me.
Finally, and most importantly, I promise to love you for you, just as you are, every single day for the rest of my days, however long or short that may be.
All right, guys, this is where you're supposed to kiss each other.
Oh, okay.
So on this special day of theirs, what words of wisdom can I impart? I can tell them in their marriage together to respect each other, care for each other, and be patient with each other. Be honest and faithful, and raise your family with love. Be the best of friends and lifelong partners. But knowing these two thoughtful and committed individuals, these words they already know. For seldom have I come across two people more ready to be married to each other than the two of them in front of us today. But in the end, we all just want someone who chooses us over everyone else under any circumstances. And I couldn't be happier that the two of you have found that with each other.